Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's a brisk fall day here in Findlay, Ohio. We're once again on our outdoor range at Ghost Town, and today we're going to test some of the ballistic capabilities of the 5.7 by 28mm round. We've been talking about this round in a few videos, and I have the same weapon systems that I demonstrated at that time, which is the FN 5.7 pistol as well as the FN PS90 personal defense weapon. We're going to use our normal setup, which is ballistic gel at 10 feet with the required clothing set out by the FBI standardized testing. Our gel once again is 15%, and what I'm hoping to do is demonstrate 3 different types of bullets that are commercially available in the 5.7 caliber, which is of course a full metal jacket, a polymer tipped projectile from Hornady, and a jacketed hollow point. I've staged the magazines on both weapons, so we'll use the FMJ, polymer tip, and the hollow point in that order, and I'm hoping to demonstrate perhaps a little better performance with the added barrel length of the PS90 personal defense weapon system. So, without any further ado, let's pick up the guns and get to shooting. First one is a FMJ round. The next one is the polymer tipped round from Hornady. Try to move a little towards the center. And then followed by the jacketed hollow point. Put the weapon on safe. It is empty. Let's go down and see what we got. So, you can see one of the projectiles looks like it entered. This would be the first one. Took a dive somewhere, might have exited. The third one came out the top. So what I'll do is reshoot him and come down a little lower. And you can see number 2, which was the Hornady round, flipped backwards, created not a great cavity as compared to the first one, but I'm going to go reshoot that one on the top and try to keep it just a bit lower. Oh yeah, it did not expand. The speed was 2,099 feet per second. And there's an interesting behavior pattern developing regardless of the projectile type. Huge cavitation and then an immediate dive and very little overall penetration. This is a 16-inch block, and so we did have adequate here. The FBI standard is from 12 to 18 or so. This one not close. And as you can tell with this one, would have made it, but not a ton of over penetration, which could lead to actually some success as an everyday carry caliber because it actually dumps all of the energy into the target. Now we're going to do the same demonstration with the PS90 weapon system. And it'll go the same order, which is first up, full metal jacket. Get the right aim point here. Back on safe. So, we did have the full metal jacket round out of the PS90 did get into the second block. It doesn't appear that any of the rest of the projectiles did. And we also have, once again, this one looks like a very decent little mushroom. When we get back, we'll have to dig them out and see what was what here, but only one of them mushroom. My assumption would be that that's the jacketed hollow point. But as you can tell, there is a ton of cavitation, and that would be a very, very, very devastating impact without over-penetration. And you'll notice they all take the tumble, which would also lend itself to be a positive characteristic as far as stopping power and threat neutralization goes. As we've done in previous videos, I'm going to try to do a 10-round mag dump with the FN 5.7 pistol. I said before, these aren't mine. I borrowed these from a really good friend of the channel, Sean Field, so I'm not quite used to the FN 5.7 pistol, so don't draw any conclusions about the way I work the gun related to whether or not you might want to buy it. It's probably me if it looks a little wonky, but I think you'll find she can be run awfully fast. In previous videos, we've always concluded the stopping power demonstration with some shredded chicken. I've kind of staged my magazines once again, so we're going to lead off with one of the polymer tip rounds, followed by jacketed hollow point, beginning with the pistol and then ending with the PS90. I have a feeling it's going to be beyond a little impressive. Empty and on safe. I'd like to take a quick examination of the chicken. Oh my. Yeah. Absolutely pounding them. And now, of course, make sure this guy's on safe. The PS90. This is set up for a little bit of a greater distance. It's got to aim a little higher. Oh my. Yeah. Yep. As advertised, shredded chicken. Before we go, I would like to thank a very good friend of the channel, Sean Field, who's an avid gun collector and let me use all of the weapons that you see in all of the videos related to the 5.7 caliber. We wouldn't be able to use the channel or shoot these videos without people like Sean. He's an excellent friend, and I'd like to thank him for letting us use his equipment.